Hi, my name is Bobby, and I was brought up in Buffalo in the Bronx. My pops wasn't too good to me. But you know what I learned from that? I learned you gotta make a joke out of everything. And I remember the first time I got my first pair of white jazz shoes and jazz pants. They made my ass look great. And from that moment on, I knew I was going to dance, and now you've given me this opportunity, and I thank you so much for that.
Hi, I'm Connie. I'm 23, 5'1". 5'1". You know, that's the story of my life. I remember when everyone around me was my height, and then everyone just started growing on up. There I was, stuck at 5'1". Always wanted to be a dancer. I was good too. Back in high school, I went out for cheer, but they told me you'd get lost on the football field. The pom-poms are bigger than you are. Seems I waited my whole life just to grow, but time passed, and the only thing that ever really grew was my desire.
My name is Sheila, and I wanted to be a dancer because my mom was a prima ballerina. Well, that wasn't until my father made her give up. I guess you could say my family life was, well, not good. Daddy always thought that he married beneath him. That's what he said, that's what he said. When he proposed he informed my mother it was probably a very last chance. And though she was 22, though she was 22, though she was 22, she married him. He wasn't warm. Well, not to her. Not to us. But everything was beautiful at the ballet. Graceful men with lovely girls in mind. Yes, everything was beautiful at the ballet. I was happy at the ballet. That's when I started dance class. Up the steep and very narrow stairway to the voice like a metronome. Up the steep and very narrow stairway. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise, but it was home.
Mother always said I'd be very attractive when I grew up. Different, she said, with a special something and a very, very pleasant look. But then, and though I was 8 or 9, though I was 8 or 9, though I was 8 or 9, I hated her. Now different is great, but sure is pretty is what it's about. I never met anyone who was different, who couldn't figure that out. So beautiful, I never lived to see. But it was clear, if not to her, well then to me, that everyone was beautiful at the ballet. Every prince has got to have his wife. Yes, everyone is beautiful at the ballet. I was pretty at the ballet. Up the steep and very narrow stairway to the voice like a metronome. Up the steep and very narrow stairway. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise.
It wasn't paradise, but it was home.
I don't know what they were for or against, really, except each other. When my dad came to pick my mom up from the hospital, he said, well, I thought this was going to help, but I guess not. want to dance. And I'd say, Daddy, I would love to dance. Do, do, do.